Right guys, so we have just received a new designer note for the brand new patch coming in Rainbow Six Siege with a lot of balancing changes to some operators. We're going to jump into these and take a look at them because they are really exciting, especially the ones for Tachanka. So first and foremost is a change to CAPITãO's smoke dart. They've actually increased the duration of his smoke to 11 seconds from 9 seconds, and this is to put it on the same level field as a normal smoke grenade. I actually didn't know up until this point that CAPITãO's smoke grenades actually went away faster than a normal smoke grenade. So yeah, that's very interesting and that 100% makes sense. Good change. Kapkan has lost the 1.5 on his 9x19 VSN SMG. This makes so much sense in my opinion. He's a powerhouse without the 1.5 anyway. The 1.5 was just overkill on Kapkan and it made him too strong in my opinion. He has one of the most lethal kits on defense, just like as they're saying here, so I think this change makes so much sense and I am glad to see a nerf to Kapkan. ORYX is getting the exact same treatment as well. He is losing the 1.5 on his T5 SMG. Again, the reason for this is that he's already strong enough with the weapon alone. The 1.5 is a bit of overkill and I have to agree as well. They did take it away from Legion back in year 5 as well because it was also so strong because the T5 is that good of a weapon. WIZE is actually getting the 1.5 added to his MP5K. He actually did have this in the past and they have actually already removed it from him, but they're saying because of some other changes such as the increased recoil on the AUG, his wind delta has suffered, so they're actually giving them the 1.5 times scope back on the MP5K, and I think this is a really good change. And I'm definitely going to be playing more WIZE because of this. Now Tachanka has had the most changes this update and this is absolutely great to see. Even though he did get a rework back in Operation Shadow Legacy, he still underperforms as an operator in the game. So firstly, his Shamika launcher has actually been buffed. It now has 20 projectiles up from 14, but the magazine side has been reduced to 5 from 7. So there is that trade-off still. However, I don't think they should have nerfed his magazine size. I think they should have kept that the same, because I think if anything, the issue with his Shamika launcher was the magazine side and not how much ammo he actually had, because the Shamika launcher takes so long to reload that it isn't a desirable gadget to use. So I think it is cool that he does have more ammo, but I think the reduction in magazine actually makes this change a nerf in my opinion. Now this next one is actually one of my favorite things. I actually made a tweet a few weeks ago saying that they should do this, and they have done it. I'm not saying that's because of me, I just think that's really convenient timing. But on Tachanka's primary SMG, a lot of you guys might have forgot that he actually has that because so many people run the LMG because it's so flashy. He's actually receiving the 1.5 times scope and even the 2 times scope on it. I've actually been running the SMG on Tachanka recently anyway because I'll be honest, I just don't like his LMG. I think it's clunky, I think it takes up so much of the screen. Yes, it's good for destruction, but other than that, it's quite a subpar weapon. His SMG now having the 1.5 times scope and the 2 times scope makes it the definite pick as well. I can't see any reason to run the LMG on Tachanka now, and this is going to make Tachanka way more of a viable pick, and I cannot actually wait to try this out because I think that's going to be absolutely insane. And keep in mind, this is the same SMG which Kapkan just lost the 1.5 times scope in, and we've seen how powerful that SMG has been with the 1.5 times scope on Kapkan. So the fact that Tachanka is getting the 1.5 times scope and even the 2 times scope as a defender, by the way, the only other defender with a fully automatic weapon that has a 2 times scope is Rook. So this is going to make Tachanka extremely viable, and I cannot wait to use this gun. Even after it's been reworked, it seems like the DP27 just isn't the play in this game, and I'm happy to see this new era of Tachanka where it's going to be more focused on his gadget itself and the gun is going to be quite frag heavy. It is quite sad even after his rework, the biggest issue with his loadout was the LMG, so I do think going forward, I think we should just look at Tachanka without the LMG and focus on the SMG and his gadget. And you will have noticed this graph in the background showing the differences between Smoke, Goyo and Tachanka, the main 3 area denial operators on defense. And the final thing on here is the extended barrel has actually been nerfed. Now before, it used to do a damage bonus of 15%. That was a change that came in Operation Solar Raid if I'm not wrong, but now they've actually reduced this and went back, so now it does a damage bonus of 12%. So it's still better than it was before its previous change, but it has now been nerfed. So I think that's pretty interesting. I mean, for a lot of guns, honestly, I didn't really see a major difference anyway, but they have said they have nerfed it a little bit just to make the decision a bit tougher because it seemed like a lot of people were just throwing the extended barrel regardless, not even caring which weapon it was on. So honestly, really solid patch notes. This patch note is actually better than the one we got at the launch of the season. There was hardly any changes at the beginning of the season. So this balancing patch is really nice, and it's really nice to see Tachanka get some buffs, and I'm really interested to see how he's going to play in the game. So sure, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Drop a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new. I shall catch you all later. I love you all. Stay safe. Peace.